Hello and welcome for Once Behind the Desk and Not Behind the Bike. The reason I do this video is because some of you reached out and said it would be very important and valuable for them to know how I automate my content game. So if you post on Instagram a reel, it's going to be automatically posted to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and hot creators don't gatekeep. That's why I'm doing this video. That's why I want to show you guys how I do it. And just a quick reminder, it can be that in a few months or maybe in a few weeks, the process will look different because of updates on Instagram, Reels, Shorts, TikToks, whatever. So for now, like February the 15th of 2025, this is the way to go. It's very easy. All you need is you need a publicly available Instagram account, of course, a creator account. You need an account on TikTok, you need an account on YouTube, and you need two additional apps in the web browser. You need Zapier.com and you need Buffer.com, and both are free. So this process is going to take probably, I hope, not more than 10 minutes. It's completely free to use and it's going to automate all your content game to other platforms. So we are starting. As you can see, I logged into Zapier. You need to do an account here in Zapier. Again, it's free. And then in a second step for preparations, you would have to go over to Buffer.com, create an account there and link your socials. So for me, I linked my TikTok account and I linked my YouTube account. And once you have those two linked and once you have made your Zapier account, you're basically ready to go. And I already, as you can see here, did this SAP. It's called a SAP. It's just one blueprint, let's say, for an automation. I already did this, but now I want to go over with you and create it completely from scratch so you can follow along step by step. So for those that don't know how automations work, for example in Zapier, it's basically you have different modules, and one module triggers or activates the next module and so forth. So we have different modules here, and we want to start with a module that's going to allow you to, or that's going to allow Zapier to kind of track your Instagram, and whenever you have a new reel or a new post, it's going to notice and then send this information further down the line. So we need a trigger, and this trigger is going to be Instagram for Business. And there you have to see, you already see here, I don't know if I can, no, I can't take it over. All right, oh, okay. You would have to link your Instagram account. Okay, I think that's pretty easy. I think you can do that. Choose trigger event. So when a new media is posted in my account, it's going to trigger it. And then the account, you have to just choose your Instagram account where you're going to post your reels from. And we go over to the configure tab, and here you once again have to choose the specific account that you're posting from. So for me, it's my ADV account. And then you can click continue or also click up here. It doesn't really matter. And you can already test your trigger. And so that what that means is it's going to go in the back end, it's going to go on your Instagram. And because we are putting this up like for the first time, it needs some example data to go through the whole SAP. So that's what it did right now, and you can see it has took out the 3 last media posts I did. And now this might look confusing in the first time you see it, but it's actually pretty simple. So the squares you can see here, ID, username, timestamp, these are just all metadata that Zapier extracts from your Instagram posts. And what for us is important is the media URL, because over this URL it's going to download your reel and going to publish on the other 2 accounts. The media type is important because we only want to have the reels. If you think about YouTube Shorts and TikToks, no carousel posts or posts in general, photo posts are going to be accepted. So we only want to extract the reels and also the caption, of course, because of course you can just upload your video to TikTok and Shorts without any caption, but that would be kind of lame, right? And there's a workaround for YouTube Shorts because they have a limit of 100 characters, and I'll show you it's not perfect, but it works. Okay, so we need to know the media URL, we need the media type and the caption that is important to us. And you can see there's different other things. And now for testing the data, you would have some kind of reel put up in the past 3 posts. Because you can see here media C, media B, and media A, which I pulled out. So we can go down here and we can see video. So this one is a video that will work for us to set up this whole process. So we continue and select this one. And then it already takes the second step up which will be kind of like we have the trigger now, and now we need an action. What happens? So Zapier goes and catches your Instagram info. What happens next? And next we can already implement that publishing for TikTok actually. This is the most simple one, and we do the YouTube Shorts in a third, let's say, step, because we need a small step in between to do that. So we can select buffer, and here you already have made your buffer account. So we would first have to say we want to have an event. So if we have the data from the Instagram Reels, we want to have we have a post to have put on buffer to publish on TikTok. So we put it on add to queue. Okay, and then we need to configure this one. You can see once you connect your own buffer account with the software, your organization should show up here. Tags you can leave empty. And then on channel, you're gonna choose which channel you wanna actually publish it. So for now, we're going with TikTok account as I said, in a third step, then we're gonna use the YouTube channel as well. So we're gonna have TikTok account. And now for text, this is gonna be kind of like description. So you click this little plus here, and then you can actually choose from the media that was taken in, what do you want to have as text. So that's where automation gets really nice in these kind of frameworks, because now you can just use caption, and it's going to take the caption that it took from the reel. Because if you would type in any text here, that would be a static thing, you know. So every time there will be a new TikTok added, it will be the same text. But now with this option, you can have your text that was actually in the reel as a description in your TikTok. So we're going to choose this. Of course, you can take whatever you want, but it wouldn't make any sense. For video, it's very important that you take the media URL. So there's the permalink, and that kind of looks more to what we know, but this software needs the media URL, because that's that S content IAD3. Might look a little bit different, but it will be S content in the front. And it's important to select this one, because only with this link, that's basically the link that you can paste into a browser and you just see the video without any masking or framing or anything, but just like the raw video. So that's important to have. Okay, and then method, we would have to want it schedule post. And then if we have schedule posts, it should actually get you another tab that says schedule date and time, and you can just type in whatever you want. I always say within 2 minutes. It's very good, like Zapier is very good at realizing what you want to say. It's kind of like ChatGPT. So if you write within 2 minutes, it's gonna code it to post just after 2 minutes. But you can choose basically very flowerful wording. You don't really have to know, you don't have to stick to a guideline of how you write this, which is very nice. So this allows us now that whenever a new reel is dropped by you on Instagram, it's going to take that information, it's going to extract the metadata, it's going to send it to buffer, and in buffer within 2 minutes of that reel that was being published, it's going to be published on TikTok too. And the way the reason why we need buffer is because TikTok doesn't really have a direct integration to Zapier. And with buffer, this is just a workaround. I mean, buffer is just kind of like a suit to publish to different accounts, kind of like a managing social media tool. That's why we need this step in between, because we couldn't really do it directly to TikTok, which is fine, honestly, because it's going to be automized as well. And so you wouldn't have anything to do with it. So we're going to test this step. We're going to see what happens now.
Element of surprise!
So as you can see, actually, I don't know if I'm focused. I think I'm in focus, yeah. As you can see, buffer, update to buffer was sent. So if we go in here now, you can see that it already took it in and added it to a queue. And this was created 11 seconds ago. And so if we would wait 2 minutes, it would go and send it over to TikTok. I don't know if you should do it or not, because it's an old video that I already uploaded. And here you can see my TikTok. So this one should be on there again in 2 minutes or so. So we can check, and I'm gonna delete it again because I don't wanna have double the content on my TikTok. But just for showing you that this thing actually works, we are gonna do it that way. Okay, so you see that this one really worked well, and if that did, you can just hit publish. and then this should run as expected. I'm not going to do it because I already have my SEP, so this one is only for demonstration purpose, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now you already mastered how to actually put your content from Instagram to TikTok without any more work, you know. And personally, I really hate actually typing in stuff in TikTok, and it just takes so much more time to post it on YouTube Shorts and TikTok as well. So it saves me tons of money because I don't need to spend time, and time is money. All right, so now the next step to publish on YouTube Shorts. On YouTube Shorts, it's a bit more difficult because of those 100 characters limit for description on YouTube Shorts. Apart from that, it's completely the same. So what we want to have is still some kind of the caption that we have in Instagram Reels. And again, if you want to have if you want to invest that time and just go and make custom captions to YouTube Shorts, you could do this exact process for YouTube Shorts and just leave kind of the description blank, and then you can go into Buffer and, you know, type in your custom caption, whatever. But I'm too lazy for this, and so since we only can have 100 character limits, and most of my description on Instagram is too long, it will result in an error if I want to, you know, copy it to Instagram Shorts. So what we do is we need another module, and it's called Formatter. So we are going to add a formatter by Zapier, and we choose an event, and we take the text event. Okay, and then we're going to configure, and we choose the value, and here we're going to type in truncate. So what that does is going to truncate our caption string. So if your caption is 150 characters long or 2,000 characters long, it's just going to take the first whatever numbers of that caption that you want, and leaves the rest out. So that gives us a specific number, and we can say, for example here, so the input is going to be Instagram, where do we have it? Am I blind? It should have the caption here. Sorry, what's the first one? All right, good. And then max length, because on YouTube Shorts is 100, but I always type in 70 because I just want to make sure, and sometimes I put it on 100 and sometimes it's going to have an error anyways, and since the caption is going to be truncated anyways, it doesn't really matter for me. So I just put it on 70. I don't skip any characters, and for ellipsis, append ellipsis, I put in true. What that does is it just adds point to the end of those 70 characters. So it's just going to say, wow, finally the first snow, how point. www. Okay, so yeah, it's not perfect, but still you have some kind of caption in there. Maybe your caption, so you can see here, for example, well, I don't have a caption here now, just hashtags. But sometimes you have a caption, a short caption, then you have some hashtags in the caption, most probably. So there's a big chance that if you keep your captions, like the text caption, small enough, the whole caption is going to be in there. Okay, so we have that. We can test the step, and here you can actually see what it produced. So data in, it took my whole caption, which is way longer than 100 characters, and it put out just those 100 characters with the point. And this one is good to go as captions on Instagram Shorts. By the way, we are going to look over at Buffer if something was published. So I'm just going to refresh this one, and you can see it was deleted from the queue, and it was sent to the TikTok publishing account. And if we go in here and we refresh this website, you can see it just posted, and I actually got 10 views already. Wow, crazy. All right, so it works, and it was important for me to show you that it actually works. So, all right, where were we? We have the truncate module. Now, why is this being... No, it's perfect. Okay, why is that? Okay, yeah. All right, so now you can see it turned green because we have made an action that is followed by the truncate module. And now we can do the same thing again. So we go into Buffer, we choose an event, we add to queue, we continue, we choose the organization, which is going to be my organization, we leave the tags open, and we take the YouTube channel now, this time. And then here in text, this is going to be the text and not the title, so you have to be careful. And in text, you could basically do your whole caption in it, because you don't have any character limits here. You can leave it blank, or you can put in your description. You can also truncate and say, well, I just want to have my hashtags in the text. So normally I post a caption that is around 100 characters long, and after 100 characters there's going to be the hashtags. And so, you know, you can play around with those truncate options or whatever, and kind of build it to your preference. So I just leave it blank for the moment. And again, for the video, it's important to take the media URL and not the permalink. And then in title, we have to go in, and instead of using now the caption from Instagram, we're going to go to the text in formatter and take the output, which is going to be that 100 characters maximum long thing that we created. And then category, it's whatever category you are in, and I guess you are in, I always go with travel and events, but maybe you want to go with cars, bikes, music, whatever your niche is, you know that better than me. You want to have it at public, standard YouTube license, you know, whatever suits you here. I don't know what is your field of work. So again, schedule post within 2 minutes and you are good to go. So let's see, you can see all the things that it extracts here, which is okay. I'm gonna test the step, and I think that will be it. So that being said, you know, as I said, hot creators don't gatekeep, and I think everyone can just, you know, I just want to put that thing out there and let creators have that option to publish on Shorts and TikTok as well, because, you know, I'm not a TikTok fan, but still, that was all posted automatically. And I gained 3,600 likes and more or less 400 followers with this. And you know, you just only have to have one reel that's actually going to go viral, and there might be the chance for you to earn money, which is a lot easier over TikTok. So I know it's not very, let's say, authentic, or not the most personal approach to this, but still, if you just don't have time to maintain 3 platforms but still want to have your content out there, it's a great way to do it. And I mean, if this saves me literally hundreds of hours of work, and as I said, I don't want to gatekeep, that's why I put it out there. But still, if you found it valuable and if it saved you time and therefore money, since my channel is very small, I don't make any money from my YouTube videos. So I would appreciate if you could, of course, donate whatever it was worth to you over Buy Me a Coffee. I will have the link in the description, and maybe it will pop up here somewhere. That being said, if you don't have any money for it or just want to implement it without paying for it, go for it. It's the internet. You can do whatever you want. So I hope this was helpful for you. And now we just want to finish this up, publish, and you should see that it was actually that we have something new in the queue. That should be the video that we just did for YouTube Shorts. And I'm just gonna hit delete here because I already published it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope this was helpful. And you have any questions or whatever, drop them down in the comments. And as always, ride safe behind your desk, whatever. Goodbye.
Element of surprise!